Good afternoon. This is Jack Ducard. Welcome to Sentinel Circle. I am pleased to have you here. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's very appreciative. Please share my videos around. Help each other out. These videos, I hope, bring us all together in a way that is very helpful to us. I really am happy that you guys are here, and I want nothing but the best for all of us. Thank you. So today I have a video. I saw it on Reddit, and I've seen this a couple times already. It's not a good video. It involves domestic violence. So if you're sensitive to that, please, I still want you to watch it, but please just be aware that, and I'm not using that as a trigger warning. It's more just, I know it's hard to watch. Now, going into this, we don't know the story behind it. Okay. According to the video, these people were at least in a relationship at least 8 years. We were not there for 8 years. This is only a window, a picture, if you will, into this relationship. And I don't want people to make quick judgments per se, but we're still going to watch it because I feel it's important to watch it, especially for the younger men who want a family, who want certain things that us older guys were kind of locked out of if we don't get married by, say, 25. You know, it's kind of like the difference between starting your own business and then buying a business. And this is what happened, is this gentleman basically bought a business, and it's not easy to watch this. So we're going to watch this together and see what happens here. So.
It's okay, you can record me all you want. He's a fucking little scumbag. Okay. Just like you. Okay. I don't care. You can tell your father's gonna go to jail.
So already, we open up already in the middle of an argument, and we don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't know the full context, but the fact that we know the woman's recording, we know that the husband is standing right there yelling, and this little child, I don't want to swear, I don't want to call these children names, okay? Children, they're held to a different standard, whether we like it or not. But I do have a soft spot for children. I don't want to encourage name-calling of children here. But this child is literally hitting him in the leg with a broom. Like, let's start this from the beginning here.
It's okay, you can record me all you want. He's a fucking little scumbag.
It's okay, you can record me all you want. He's a scumbag. Meanwhile, he's getting pelted in the leg by this little rascal here. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, again, I'm really trying my hardest not to swear because I could cuss up a storm right now. Let's continue.
Okay. Just like you. Okay. I don't care. You can tell your father's gonna go to jail too. Okay. Because I have video of him driving. Okay. Watch. Okay. Watch, you little fucking bitch. That's what you are. A little fucking bitch.
So, you'll see it in a second. There's actually two children in this video. You got the older child and the younger child, and he's calling the older child those names. I mean, already, I can't say, because it's obvious this guy, he's hit his limit. He's hit his limit, and it's not good. It's not good. I'm going to post the link under the video, so that way you can watch it in its entirety. But it's not good. And my understanding of the video is the actual father of the two children is a deadbeat, which that involves other issues into itself. So let's continue.
Where's Daddy in Oklahoma? Where is he? Your father Jake wants nothing to do with your stupid ass. You fucking psychopath.
Jesus, this kid just is hitting him.
I'm stupid? Look at yourself. Nobody wants you. Your own mother sent you to a fucking hospital. Don't you realize that?
Your own mother sent you to a hospital. Your own mother sent you to a hospital because she didn't want you. You know, we talk about the abandonment of men, but we don't talk about the abandonment of boys too. You know, boys, especially, it's obvious that if he goes, they're still stuck with this woman. They're being raised by a single mother at this point, because he'll never be equal to her. He can't discipline the children. They're not his children. And if he so much as raises his voice to those children, he, by default, is out of line. I mean, does nobody see? I know the people who are attracted to these videos, they see it. They see it. I mean, we watch videos all day. We listen to podcasts all day on all this. But it's different to learn about it and physically see it with your own eyes. And that's why this video is so shocking to me, because this could be any of us. We know people in this situation, and yet we let it happen. And what's even more messed up is this guy, he provides everything in this video. He provides the balloons, the signs, the decorations. I'm sure she works too, but you know, he provides basically all of this, and he is being treated as the outcast of his own home. He goes out, he works a job that he probably hates, busts his rear, busts his back, breaks himself down every single day to come home to this. This is sick, gentlemen. This is sick. We need to hold ourselves higher than this. And I'm not saying this in a self-improvement aspect. I'm saying this as a human aspect. We need to hold ourselves to higher esteem. We should not be degrading ourselves. Let us continue.
I didn't want any kids, and I told your nutty mother that 8 years ago.
I did not want any kids, and I told your nutty mother 8 years ago. Let us continue.
Because I saw how she acted with you. That's why, you fucking dumbass. Daddy fucking Dan's going to jail because I have video of him driving. Yeah. Remember the fucking alcoholic who drove with you drunk in a fucking car, you dumb fuck?
Remember the alcoholic that drove you drunk in his car. I think that's how he said it. Let me rewind that.
Dan's going to jail because I have video of him driving. Yeah. Remember the fucking alcoholic who drove with you drunk in a fucking car, you dumb fuck?
The alcoholic that drove with you drunk in the car, or how, it doesn't matter how he said it. The point is the father is driving drunk. This kid, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault, just like it's not our faults. We all want to be connected to our fathers. Men who don't have fathers in their lives, especially, are vulnerable to some of the worst male influences in their lives. That's why, in the 90s, when they had the gang violence, that's what was going on, is there were no fathers in those situations. We're a generation raised by women. And then we're now at 2 generations, because my father's a boomer. He was raised by a single mother. I don't know exactly when my grandparents divorced, but 2 generations. 2 generations of divorced parents in my lineage now. My grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, actually, and my parents, all divorced. And granted, there's some issues with some, but it doesn't matter. The point is it's happened for multiple generations, and then for minority families, it's been happening for longer. This is the result. And I will admit that growing up, I didn't respect my step-parents. Simply because I didn't want to be talked down to by individuals who I felt had no stake. Growing up, my mother, she dated. There were several men that came into her life. It wasn't one of those situations that, child in a hotel room and it's like multiple men daily come in. No, it wasn't like that. She had a job. She at least respected herself enough to not do that. She had an income, but there were about, I think, 4 men before she met and married my stepfather. And my father, because I wasn't living with him at the time, I didn't see the women that he dated. I'm sure had that been reversed, I would have, until he met my stepmother. But the point is I didn't want to be invested in someone who may not be there. A couple. And I wasn't going to be talked down to them, or talked down by them, I should say. Pardon me. And I'm sure a lot of individuals, this channel's dedicated to men, so we'll say men, even though there's probably women who watch this stuff, either by hate watching or they're trying to understand, whatever. And if you are a woman, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being involved, but just understand that my audience is primarily men, and it's meant to be men. That's a tangent I won't go down. This man just does not have respect for himself. If he did, he wouldn't be in this situation. Let's be honest. But that's only half the equation. This is the part where I deviate from MGTOW or red pill or whatever. I firmly believe that we as men need to stick together. Not men going their own way, but men going our own way. Together. Because with numbers comes strength. And with the only thing certain people understand is strength. As an individual, you're just one man, but as a group, you could conquer the world as a group. You could do so much as a group. And that's the one thing that I think is missing in these communities is there's no sense of group. There's no sense of identity. It's just men by themselves. And I think that that's actually counter to what we really need. We need to, if we're not going to have women in our lives, we're not going to have children in our lives because they're not ours. Well, what's left? Well, there's two options. One option is you live your life and then you die. The second option is you live your life with others, with other men, as brothers. There's a saying that my father used to give. It was, blood is thicker than water. It was only recently that I discovered the actual quote, which is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the covenant. Brotherhood. Forged in fire, forged in sacrifice, forged in whatever trials and tribulations we all have. Those bonds are together forever. I mean, how many people are told that family is more important than anything? But I never believed in that. My family, I mean, my mother sued me. She took me to court and sued me, and I won against her. She tried to have criminal charges pressed against me for theft. But instead, she sued me because she was told it was a civil matter. My relationship with her was worth $3,000. I mean, and then she wonders why I don't talk to her. It's not because of the money. No. It's not because of the money. I don't care about the money. It's because after I got done with one of the most traumatic experiences of my life, she wanted to put me through that again. I have never been more betrayed by someone. And it was my own mother. The woman, she didn't give birth to me. I was a cesarean birth, but the woman that carried me for 9 months sued me. And then what was even more sick? What was even more sick is when I went to the courthouse, she wanted to sit next to me. She wanted to be mother and son. I mean, can you believe that? The audacity. It's sick. It's evil. I think about it every day. I'm haunted by it every single day. We're going to watch it one more time. I know it's hard, and I appreciate you sticking with me, but I want to watch it one more time.
It's okay, you can record me all you want. He's a fucking little scumbag.
Okay.
Just like you.
Okay.
I don't care. You can tell your father's gonna go to jail too.
Okay.
Because I have video of him driving.
Okay.
Watch.
Okay.
Watch, you little fucking bitch. That's what you are. A little fucking bitch. Where's Daddy in Oklahoma? Where is he? Your father Jake wants nothing to do with your stupid ass. You fucking psychopath. I'm stupid? Look at yourself. Nobody wants you. Your own mother said you.
The kid calls him stupid. This man is hurt. He's broken. Look at him. He's in a situation he can't escape. I'm not laughing. I'm more... How do you deal with it?
To a fucking hospital. Don't you realize that?
And the kid is just still smacking him every single day.
And I told your nutty mother that 8 years ago because I saw how she acted with you. That's why.
I want to point out one last detail before we call it. At no time does he hit the children. I know it's because he knows that he's being recorded. But if you notice something, anybody who's ever been hit as a child, the moment you aggressively approach them, they flinch. They recoil. The kids don't do that with him. They're not afraid of him. He doesn't hit those children. I respect that he does not lay his hands on those children. Even though I personally feel that those children should be punished. Because at the end of the day, if he laid one single finger on those kids, he would be the one in jail. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he did go to jail for this. I would not be surprised if his life was ruined because of this situation. And this is what I'm talking about. If he had a support group, he could call him. They could come over, get a set of clothes for him, give him a place to sleep, give him a place where he can regroup and rebuild rather than spend the money on a hotel if that's what he probably slept on the couch. He didn't go to a hotel. He had nowhere to go to. He is a prisoner in his own home. A prisoner. A freaking inmate. This man is not free. This man is broken and suffering. And it drives me up a wall to see this man. And what makes it worse, folks, what makes it worse, gentlemen, is there is nobody there for him. Nobody. And it happens every single day, everywhere in the world. You know, the little kid keeps looking at his mom. She's probably sitting there going, yeah, do it, do it, do it. Keep doing it. Provoke him. Because she's looking for a reaction that he's not giving her. We'll finish this up.
Fucking dumbass!
Birdie, are you okay?
Daddy fucking Dan's going to jail because I have video of him driving.
Yeah.
Remember the fucking alcoholic who drove with you drunk in a fucking car? You dumb fuck!
God. That was very hard to watch. I'm sorry, I just... My brothers, don't let this be you. Don't let it be you. I know there is temptation. I know that a lot of us are so lonely that even the most basic hello just sends us into overdrive. It's not worth the headache, the aggravation, the suffering. That is a nice home with nice things. They're not starving. Those kids probably play sports. They probably go to a decent school. They're well taken care of. I don't know what the two parents do. But it's obvious that the man didn't want to be in that situation. But he woke up one day and he found himself in that situation. Why? What brought him to that point? What insanity brought him to that point? I don't know. But this is what happens when life happens to you. Don't let life happen to you. I got two more thoughts before we close it out. The first thought is a mentor of mine. I use that term lightly. I don't respect the man, but he used to say every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And for those in the know, that's one of Newton's laws. I think it's the third one. And I never understood it at the time, but he was using it in a threatening manner. But over time, I learned the lesson that was being imparted on him. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every single action you take from morning to night will have an equal and opposite reaction. This man, he wanted a relationship. She had kids. He was walking into a relationship with a woman with kids. But as you heard, he didn't want to have those kids. The only reason why, well, let's be honest, she has those kids is, well, the father was probably a deadbeat. As you could hear, he drives drunk. Already, the court system is not going to award custody to him. And as you can see, there were two kids involved. She had the two kids. I mean, the second kid, the one wailing on him, was around 8. As you could hear, he didn't want those kids. But because he married this woman, he got stuck with them. He had to raise those kids. And now look at 8 years later, or however long later the relationship was. She's sitting there recording. She's probably holding up the phone just like this with a smile. Yes, on her face. As she's watching this whole thing transpire. Because she wants evidence against him. Because the moment he lays a finger, one simple touch on any of them, he's going to jail. He's going to lose his job, his career. And here's the other thing too. Even if you are arrested, it doesn't matter if you're convicted. If you're arrested, it's on your record. Unless you expunge it. And for me, to expunge my record was $1,200 freaking dollars. I had to expunge 12 charges, $100 each. $1,200 to pay an attorney just to have it expunged. So that was the first lesson. And the second lesson is you have a choice. I know these two lessons are contradictory. But you have a choice. There is nothing to stop him from going upstairs, packing a bag. Nothing. What we're all afraid of is the consequences to that choice. And that goes back to the whole action, reaction. He's afraid. That is why he is in that position. He's afraid. He's afraid to lose her. He's afraid because at the end of the day, gentlemen, it's the sunk cost fallacy. He spent 8 years with this woman. Long, arduous, 8 years. For what? Does he love this woman? He probably thinks he does. He probably believes he does. But look at that video. That is a man who's trapped. He's trapped and he's being ganged up on. If he gets out of that situation, he's going to have nothing. He's going to have to start from scratch. If anybody sees this video and knows who that gentleman is, please try and get me in contact with him. I want to sit down and I want to listen to him because it's obvious nobody else is. I want to listen to him. I want to listen to his story. I want to listen to the context of the situation. I don't care what her story is, honestly. I really don't. Because the problem is the moment a woman like that starts crying, everybody surrounds her. They want to hang on to every single word she has to say. But nobody will do that for him. Not even us, men. And that's what has to change. We have to listen. People like some of the other red pill people, they watch these videos and they just sit there and judge. And I know we just did that, but I'm not trying to judge here. What I'm saying is this man needs help. He needs help. And if he doesn't get help, he's going to become a statistic. We can't allow that to happen to us anymore. I'm sorry for the break. The camera that I'm using crashed, so you're going to see a very jarring break. Again, I'm very sorry about that. In the future, I hope that won't happen. Anyways, as I was saying, we need to do better. And I don't mean do better as in work hard, all that stuff. Do better as in we need to look out for each other. This man needs help. So, please, if you do find him, please send him my way. I would like to listen to him. Anyways, this is Jack Ducard with Sentinel Circle, and I appreciate all of you showing up, watching. Again, like, subscribe, share the videos, please. You don't know if that will save someone's life, and we have to save lives at this point. One of these future videos, I'll go and talk about male suicide rates because it's not getting better. If anything, it's getting worse. And I consider drug use, drug overdosing as a suicide. Simply because they're trying to numb themselves from their environment. And in a way, it's killing them. They're taking poison and killing themselves. Anyways, thank you and have a great day. and I will see you in the next video.